Aloha! We have arrived in Hawaii. Today is what we call Arrival Day. So all the kids were greeted with a Hawaiian lei. We talked about the tradition of the lei, and we talked about what that means, why we welcome them with a lei, all that kind of stuff. We are in Hawaii. It is time for a fun week. So one of the many stories that we read this week in Hawaii is this book, Maui Mouse's Supper, written by Marilyn, I'm going to butcher this, but Kahaliwe maybe is how you say it. This book has been in the kindergarten program for years. My good friend Honor Trotter, who taught here for many years before retiring, left this book. So I don't know where this came from, but I'm sure you can find it. Look online, Maui Mouse's Supper. It's a great way to introduce Hawaiian foods. So all throughout the week this week, we are using Hawaiian foods in place of our normal snack. We have that all approved by parents. We're just doing different kind of Hawaiian foods, and the kids are loving it. So today we started with Hawaiian bread, and then we threw in, I know it's not really Hawaiian, but we used Hawaiian Punch as our juice today. So the kids are super excited. And then to tie that into our writing, we're making lists of different foods that we find in Hawaii or on the islands. And then at the end of the week, after we've tried all these different things, we're going to compare and talk about what foods we have locally here and what foods we will not find locally here. So here's the list that we started today. The kids started this list with sweetbread, Hawaiian Punch. We talked about poi. And then we looked up on the TV, on the internet, what poi actually is. Coconut, pineapple, Maui onions, and mangoes. So that is the way we started our list. And then, like I said, we're going to keep adding to that. And the kids will, at the end of the week, compare and contrast foods that are here to foods that we only find on the islands. All right, so in Hawaii today, this was Arrival Day, like I said, which means it was time for us to unpack our suitcases. So today in math, what we did, we take a graph that I made, and it's a smartboard file actually you can find on my Teacher Pay Teacher store. I think it's free. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's free. So if you go to my Teacher Pay Teacher store, teacherpayteachers.com, search for Adam Peterson. I think that's all it is on there. It's not Teachers Learn To. It's just Adam Peterson on teacherspayteachers.com. You're going to see a free graph that's called What's in My Suitcase, or Suitcase Graph, that the file name is. And it's a way that you can, on your smartboard or interactive whiteboard, drag and drop things that the kids might have in their suitcase. So what we did is we all sat around the carpet today with our luggage. We went through piece by piece, and we counted. So we turned something like our Hawaiian vacation into yet another math activity. And we went around and we counted how many people brought swimming suits, how many people brought sunscreen, how many people brought hats. And then we graphed that. So we went back and we reviewed what we know about graphs. Then when we were done, we talked about more and less and fewer. And we used all our math terminology that we already do, but we turned it into a fun little math activity. Again, this goes along with that hashtag math is more than a worksheet and math is not a worksheet. But we just took what our topic is right now, or our theme is right now, which is our Hawaiian vacation. I used terminology from our curriculum so that they have that in their minds and they know those things. And we made it a fun activity. So again, you can turn anything into a fun activity by doing something like we did. Just take a look at those smiles. They had so much fun doing this activity in Hawaii today, and I hope you enjoy it. Again, check it out, teacherspayteachers.com, Adam Peterson, and look for the suitcase graph. It's a free download for all of you. There you go. So if you are thinking about doing a Hawaii unit, or you already do a Hawaii unit in your classrooms, my friend Tiffany next door, my neighbor teacher, reminded me of this today and showed me this really cool app called Hawaiian Name Translator, and it's free. And what you do is you just type in your kids' names, and they get a little it translates it into a Hawaiian name. It's got a speaker on there you can buy. I bought the upgrade for 99 cents where it sounds it out for you so you know exactly what it says. And then I just wrote down on cards their name and then what their name became in Hawaii. And they had so much fun with this. They were laughing, they were giggling, and then they were calling each other by those names throughout the day. And I also told them that throughout the week, we're going to keep these cards here. Throughout the week, I will be calling them by their names to see if they remember what those are, and then I'll send these home on Friday with them so that they can teach their parents their Hawaiian name. But it's just another fun, little easy thing. We talked about names, we translated them, we're learning all about Hawaii, so why not teach them Hawaiian names? All right, this week's Monday Shoutout is not a company, is not a teacher. Well, one of them is a teacher. But in honor of Mother's Day yesterday, I thought I'd give a shout out to the 3 most important mothers in my life. So first of all, my mom, Chris Peterson. Here's me and my mom. My mom is the greatest woman alive. Was an awesome mom to me. And I was not the easiest kid growing up to parent. And she knows that, and a lot of you know that. Because I've told you the stories, I'm sure. But my mom has stuck by my side through thick and thin. She has always been supportive of me and everything that I do. She's an awesome grandma to my 2 kids and my nieces and nephews. And I can't thank her enough for just being an awesome mom. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Number 2, my mother-in-law. Now, we all know those stereotypical stories of how, oh, the mother-in-law and everybody can't stand the mother-in-law and husbands don't get along with their wives' mothers. I am super, super lucky because I don't have that problem. My wife and I both lucked out, I guess you'd say. Our in-laws are great. We've never really had that in-law drama that you hear about on movies and TV and from your friends in real life. My mother-in-law is awesome. She babysits our kids whenever we need her to. She watches Landon every single day while we're at school. She's always been supportive of Trish and I and everything that we try and do, and they travel with us and just everything. So my mother-in-law, love her to death. Gloria is an awesome, awesome lady. And then last but certainly not least, the most important woman in my life right now, my wife, Trisha Peterson. Here we are. And she isn't my mom, but she's a mother to the 2 best gifts I've ever received. I could never thank her enough for all that she does for our family. And Trish is also a teacher. So this is kind of a shout out for a teacher, because not only she's an awesome mother at home, she's an amazing wife. Our 2 kids are the luckiest 2 kids in the world, but also the kids in her classroom down the hall. She is a mother to every single one of them, and she treats them like they're her own. And they are very lucky to have her as that figure, that mother figure in their classroom. So that's a quick shout out today. I know it has nothing to do with education really, but in honor of Mother's Day, and I know that they watch these videos. So my mom, Gloria, and Trisha, I love you all. Thanks for being awesome moms. Thanks for all that you do for me, which we know is a lot. Happy Mother's Day.